It shocked the city and the world. Video of 13-year-old Adam Toledo being shot and killed by a Chicago policeman. It also led to a new wave of protests. Good Day DePaul's Joanna Talabani has details.
I'm here in Little Village at the same spot where Adam Toledo took his last breath on March 29th. As you can see behind me, people have set up flowers in a tribute to honor the slain teenager that was fatally shot by a police officer. But we've seen more than grief being expressed, with many outraged over the incident. These included a large group of protesters who demonstrated in the Logan Square neighborhood near Mayor Lori Lightfoot's residence.
Why do they keep killing us and then asking us to stay calm?
What happened to this 13-year-old child, Adam? You make sure this echoes all across this globe.
The protest was ignited by this body cam footage showing a police officer chasing Adam Toledo and then shooting and killing him just as he was raising his hands. That same video appears to show the teenager tossing away a gun just before his hands went up.
It was shocking. It was heartbreaking. It made me angry. And then by the time I got to see the video, because it took a while for that video to be released, right? I think I was able to make a little bit of peace with myself and a little bit with the news. So when I saw the video, I knew what I was going to see. And I knew that I wouldn't like it. And I was disgusted by what I saw.
Some couldn't bring themselves to watch it at all.
Like, do I want to see murder happen? Like, that was something that I had to grapple with. But what ended up really doing it for me was just this idea that I didn't need a video to know that what happened was wrong.
The officer responsible for the shooting, Eric Stillman, has not commented, but the president of the Chicago Fraternal Order of Police, John Catanzara, defended the officer.
Well, time-lapse photo shows that officer had 0.8 of a second to determine if that weapon was still in his hand or not, period. There's no way a rational person can say they can process that and their muscle reaction would be less than 1 second. The officer does not have to wait to be shot at or shot in order to respond and defend himself. There's no obligation whatsoever.
But the attorney for the Toledo family, Adina Weiss-Ortiz, says their son should not have been shot.
Adam, during his last second of life, did not have a gun in his hand. The officer screamed at him, "Show me your hands." Adam complied, turned around. His hands were empty when he was shot in the chest at the hands of the officer.
In her press conference prior to the release of the video, Mayor Lightfoot said the police department's foot chase protocol needs to be reformed.
Foot pursuits put everyone involved at risk. The officers, the person being pursued, and bystanders. We have to do better every day as residents of our city. We've got to do things differently to change around their fortunes. We owe it to them to do better.
Some say that this incident is part of a larger systemic problem.
What I hope to see is the politicians get out of the way. People in the community, everybody, instead of looking at each and every case that happens of somebody getting shot by the police, that we get past that and say, what can we do to fix this?
Officer who shot Adam Toledo, Eric Stillman, has since been put on administrative leave for 30 days. The 21-year-old who was with Toledo when the shooting occurred, Ruben Roman, was arrested for misdemeanor charges of resisting or obstructing a police officer. A GoFundMe has been set up by the Toledo family to help cover funeral expenses. For Good Day DePaul, I'm Joanna Talabani.